This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, Srinagar, good morning.
University. Please unmute your mic. Your voice not audible.
Yeah,
Sorry guys, it's very long time. You need to be asking me immediately. With almost 5 minutes, I'm speaking on the same mute. Okay, all right. So what I'm saying is, what are the questions we have implemented? What are the queries we written here? Same thing. Can we do in Tableau itself? Can we do it in Tableau? How can we do it in the Tableau? Okay. So let's go for implement those things in the Tableau. Just I'm explaining how can we do it. Okay, how to get all records from the table. If you want to get all the records from the table, anyway we can see here. And if you want to get into the sheet, you need to be drag and drop it. These all fields you need to drag and drop it. So let me drag few fields. Like you need to drag the all the fields you want to get displayed, but which are required for that particular report, we can select them. If you want it all, we can bring the all the report. Okay, that's one way we can bring it. Next query, what is the next query we have it? How to get top 10 records from the table. How to get top 10 records from the table. The query is select top 10 star from dim underscore customer. Okay, select top 10 star from dim underscore customer. So how we can do it in Tableau. How we can do it in Tableau? There is another option as well, data source level. You can go with the data source level. Remove this. Okay, we have option new custom SQL. There is option called as new custom SQL. Just drag it here. Okay, just drag it here. Edit custom SQL. What are the query we have it? We can write it here. Select top 10 start from DVO dot dim underscore customer. What are the table name we have it? The table name we can mention it here. Okay, select top 10 star from preview result. We have the preview result option. Okay, you can see only top 10 records in the data. All right, close this window, click OK. Okay, update now. How many can we see it here? Only 10. Only 10 records, you can get it displayed. Okay, that's the one option we have. So you can go for write a custom SQL. You can go for write a custom SQL option, new custom SQL. So go for edit this and write whatever the SQL you have it. Whatever the SQL you have it, you can write it here. You can write it and get click on it. We can get top 10 records. What is the second? What is the next query? How to know the number of records are there in the table? Total number of records. How many total number of records are there? I want to know that. Okay, just let me execute this. Select the count star from how many records are there. How we can get it? Select count star from dvo dot the months per customer. Okay, count function we can use it to count the number of rows. Count star total number of records. How many? 18,484. Same thing I want to get it from my Tableau. How we can display that? So I will ask you very clearly, listen it or note it down. You need to be answer it. Okay, very simple answer. Okay, try to drag your customer table here. Okay, we are getting all records. Go for sheet level. I want to clear this sheet. Already some fields are dragged. I don't want this all. So I want to clear this. There is option into mark in the top. Clear sheet. Click on it. We can clear the sheet. So I want to get that count of customers. Okay. Here you can see dim customer count, dim customer one count kind of thing. Okay. Just drag it into the text. How many we are getting? 18,484. 18,484. Same number we are getting, right? So just I dragged into the text. We are getting the same number, 18,484. Other than this, you want to be calculated, we can write a simple calculation. Go for analysis. We have option create calculated field. Analysis, create calculated field. The new window will be open. Okay, mention that total count of rows. Okay, whatever the name you want to give it, you can give the name. And count, we have option called as count. Take any one of the field from the table list. Whatever the field you want to be take it, you can take it. Okay, I want to count it number of customers, count of customers. Okay, how many number of customers are there? I want to know that. So this count of customer key, you do that, we can get a number of customers. Here the count is total number of customers. Okay, total number of customers. Count of customer key. Apply OK. You can go for drag it into text. How many we have it? 18,484. The number is matching or not? Sometimes it doesn't match because we are counting the number of customers. Okay. So next, what we have the next query. Select the distinct marital status from the dim underscore customer. Okay. Distinct marital status. Okay, so distinct, when you go for use the right query, select a distinct marital status, we choose it. But when you to come to that tableau side, if you drag it once, just marital status, you can drag into rows or columns, you can get distinct only. Okay, just go for drag the marital status into rows, so you can get male and single. Okay, automatically it will get the distinct. Automatically tableau will show the distinct marital status. Okay, only that particular field we are dragging. Same for gender also same. For gender also same. Select star from dim customer where gender is F. Select star from dim customer where gender is female. Where gender is female, only those customers I want to get displayed. Right? What is the fifth question? How to get only female customers from the table. How to get female customer from the table. So how we can get it in the tableau? So I don't want to take this all the fields. Just I will take few. For example, first name, last name. We don't want to go for all the fields in the list. First name I can take it. Okay. And what is last name? First name, last name. Okay. And marital status. What is the marital status of them? And phone number and email address. Okay. Clear this? I take only this. And what I want to bring is I want to get only the records which are only gender female. Only gender female. Do you have a gender here? Let me drag the gender also. Gender male or female. We have it male and female, right? We want to get only female employees, female customers. So what we need to do in the SQL query, we write a where condition and gender is equal to female. We put it right. This is nothing but a filtering the data. This is nothing but a filtering the data. Where we have the male and female, we are filtering to only female employees. Okay, where condition means filtering the data. Same thing we can do it in Tableau. Just drag that gender field. Drag the gender field into filter shelf. Drop it. Select only female. Select only female. Okay, uncheck the male. Okay, drag the gender into filter shelf. Check only female. Uncheck the male. And apply. Okay. Can we see that the gender female only you can see in the data? Only female employees we can see in the data. Is it correct or no? We are getting only female employees. We are getting only female employees. What we drag into the filter shell? Gender. I want to filter the data on gender. So drag the gender into filter shelf and apply the required condition. I selected only F. Okay, let's go for the next question. What is the next question? Select star from dim customer where marital status is male. I want to show the only married, not male, sorry, married customers, right? So how can someone suggest me? So how can I create that? Let me go for duplicate this. Same sheet I want to go for use it for again. You can duplicate it. Okay, right mouse and duplicate it. And I can go for remove this. I want to show that only married customers in report, not a single. What I need to do? Only married customers.
Marital
I want to
go to the filter.
marital status.
move it into the filters.
Yes, marital status. So we need to drag into the filter shelf. So we take the marital status into filter shelf. We select only married. M.
Select all, yeah,
Okay, you can see that only married customers only we can see in the visualization. Only who are got married. Only those customers we can see in the list. Excuse me. Clear this? Any questions?
clear, clear.
It's very important. Okay. Why we are applying it, what we are doing with that. It's very important. Okay. So either you want to go for gender or marital status, you need to drag that field into filter shelf. Okay, then based on that field, we can filter the data in the visualization. Okay. Next query. Next query. Select star from dim customer where gender is male and marital status is single. Okay. Where gender is male and marital status is single. So I want to get the customer details, gender and marital status single, gender is male. How we can do that? Okay. So let me drop it here. So I want to get it, gender is male. Okay. We need to drag the gender field into filter shelf. We can get the male employees, apply. Okay. And again, marital status also. Again, I drag into here. Which one I need to select? Single, right? So apply. Oh. So the two conditions, who are the customers are satisfying these two conditions, those will be into the list of customers. Okay, who are married, who are male and single, who are male and single. Clear this? Any questions? Two filters. We are applying the two
Yes,
fields.
yes.
We are dragging filter shelf and applying the filter. Okay.
Srinagar not
Unmute your
audible.
mic. Screen was sir. Unmute your mic. No.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, I hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, audible
Hello?
now.
On
Srinagar audible now.
now? Is it clear now?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. No, I'm connecting headset. It's not working sometime. Okay, fine. So we can drag this too and create one more sheet. New sheet I'm creating. So I don't want to go for all the fields here. Just I'm, for example, we are tracking only first name.
and last name. Okay, and marital status I have it, and gender I am dragging, and you can go with the drag the email address. So what are the required? You can drag it. Okay, what are the fields you required it? You can drag it. And total number of children you wanted, you can drag the total number of children's, or what are the fields you wanted. Okay, so what is the query we are discussing? First name likes start with S. Okay, how can we get that here? First name starts with S. Okay, so on which field we want to filter it? First tell me that. And which field we want to filter it? First name. Okay, we want to filter it on first name. So the filter, right? Just drag that first name filter into filter shelf. Okay, so what options you have it? You can select all the customer names or none it. You can uncheck that all the members. You have a option that you need to go for manually select that whose name is start with S. Whose name start with S. So if it is more than 100 customers are there, it is very difficult to select all the customers manually start with S. Is it correct or not? So it is very difficult to select the all the customers whose name start with S. Is there any other shortcut? I can go for select only the customer name start with S. Yes, we have the option. Make it none or select all. Okay, keep it like this and go for wildcard. General option, wildcard, condition top. Four options are there in the filter. So far we have seen that general. Let's go for wildcard. What is a wildcard? And here you can see contains, start with, ends with, exactly match. Okay.
वीडियो कर पड़ video is not coming audio.
Janardhan. Janardhan. Janendra.
Sir, Banu. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Banu.
Audible అవుతుందా వాయిస్
Audible, audible.
వాయిస్ ఒకసారి నీ వాట్సాప్ నెంబర్ చెప్తా ఒకసారి వన్స్
ఎవరిది నాదా?
నీది
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
వాట్సాప్
నైన్
నెంబర్
డబల్ 944
నైన్ 944
11
ఓకే
65290.
ఓకే ఓకే
Okay.
Just drag this one into next to the first name. Okay, we get it only the first letter from the first name. Okay, and let me take it one more. We can go for edit this. Let's take it 2. Okay, apply. Okay, we are getting 2 right. So can I drag this, start with second letter E into filter shelf, go for wildcard. What I need to specify? Ends with E, can I mention it? Ends with E, can I mention it here? Okay, apply. Okay. The names which are ends with V, we can get it. Anyhow, here the what are the first names we have it E, only those rate we can get it. Okay. Clear? So maybe it will be little bit confuse you. Don't worry, I will explain you later. Uh, I want to show you how we can get it here. Okay, that's we can writing a calculation and we can bring that little bit logical. Okay, nothing to worry. So that's why we can get it. And next, what we have it. Select count star from dbo dot customer where gender is equal to female. Okay, how we can get that? Only female customers count. How many we have it? 9133. Okay, same count I want it. Can you suggest me what I need to do it? Any one of you? Tell me that. Earlier we have seen, right, how we can get the total number of customers count. What we did? Tell me, guys. How we can get
Select
it?
count.
So here we have select dim customer count. There is a field is there already. Dim
ఏం
customer count.
కస్టమర్
Customer
కౌంట్ అది మూవ్ ఇట్ ఇన్ టు ది టెక్స్ట్
text. You can drag it. How many we are getting? 18,984. So our requirement is what? I want to get show that. I want to show that only
అండ్
female.
జెండర్ అది డ్రాగ్ ఇట్ ఇన్ టు ది ఫిల్టర్
Exactly. Drag the gender into filter shelf. You select only female. Okay, apply. Okay, you can get only female employees count. Just you need to filter the data. Okay, that's we can get it females employees count. Clear? This is the way we can get it. This is the way we can get it. All the queries related things in the Tableau as well. What are the queries you have it? All you can get display in the queries. Okay, let me display that. So the display the customer whose yearly income between 50,000 to 70,000. Whose yearly income between 50,000 to 70,000. The customer's income between 50,000 to 70,000. How I can get it? So let me select the few names. Gender I want to be first name and last name, marital status. Okay. Phone number if you want it, you can select the phone number as well. Right. So first name, last name, gender, marital status, phone number, email address. Okay. So now what is my requirement is I want to show that whose yearly income between 50,000 to 70,000. Yearly income field is there. Let's drag it to that columns. You can get is those customers yearly income how much it is. Just click on T, you can get display the values next to that. Okay. So what is our requirement? I want to show that whose yearly income between 50,000 to 70,000. Show me. Tell me that how we can get it. Which field we need to drag it? Yearly income, total yearly
I
income
think
need to be drag it into
yearly
filter
income
sheet.
drag it into the filters.
And by default aggregation rules are there. Aggregation means sum, average, count, distance, mean, max. So I can go for select by default is sum, click next. Okay, the range will get display here. So the range you need to be selected. Here you can manually type also do the 50,000 to 70,000. Okay, this between data we can apply. Okay, we can get the customers whose yearly income is 50 to 70. Only those customers we can get it. Okay, so here we have seen two types of filters. One is a dimension filter, another one is a measure filter. Dimension filter means these discrete values, which are the blue color represent discrete values, you drag into filter shelf and filter on the data. We can call this as a dimension filter. Dragging the dimension element or discrete element into filter shelf, you are applying the filter. That's called a dimension filter. Okay. If you drag the measure filter into filter shelf, measure means numerical values. These are the measures, right? The green represents continuous values, right? So that's continuous values means measures. You drag the measure field into filter shelf and apply the filtering on the data. That's we can call it as a measure filter. What is a dimension filter? Dimension filter means the field which are we have the dimension elements or discrete elements we have it. You drag them into the filter shelf and filtering the data. Then we can call it as a dimension filter. Dragging the measure field into filter shelf, applying the filter is called as measure filter. Clear the dimension filter and measure filter. Two filter types we have seen. Okay. So let's go for see that what are the other options we have in the filters. Okay. So clear so far? Any questions? Any doubts?
Nothing, no doubt.
It's clear.
Okay. So actually, there is a if you want to see that count of records in the database, how many rows of data you have it, you want to see that. Tableau by default give you one field. Okay, so suppose you can go with the connect page and sample superstores. You selected the sample superstore data set. So how many records are there in this sample superstores? You want to see that. How many records are there in this sample superstore data set? You want to see that. Okay, here you can see there is a field people count or returns count, orders count. Okay, if you drag this orders count means number of orders, how many you have it, you can get it. By default, Tableau give us to the count of records, total number of count of records we can get it. So if you drag it directly, you can get it. Number of records are there in the table. Okay, number of records are there in the table. Same thing I did for the dim customers as well. There is a dim customer count. If you take another table, dim employee count, there is a field which can give the total number of count. Total number of customers are there in that, or total number of orders we have it. Okay, that's the way I can calculate the count star. So all blue represents what elements we can call it as? Blue color represents
Dimensions.
dimension elements. Green color represents
Discrete
Measure
and
elements.
continuous.
green represent continuous elements. Those are called measures. Okay, green represent measures.
Continuous elements.
Continuous elements. Discrete elements. Blue represent discrete elements. That's dimension fields. Okay, dimension fields. All the dimension fields. So, is there any one element I want to be convert into measure? Can we do that? So there is a customer key. I want to convert into a measure. Can we do that?
No. No.
Oh, you can convert, sir.
I think
Yeah, you can right mouse on it. You can
Mouse.
convert to continuous or measure. You can do that. Okay. So click on convert to the continuous. Automatically, it can be moving to that green color. See, this is converted into green color. Okay. And you want to move into the bottom list, convert to measure. It will fall into the bottom of that. Okay. As it will show that like a measure. Customer key. So any field is there in that measures list. I want to convert into the discrete element or dimension. Yes, we can do that. Right mouse on it, convert to discrete and dimension. Okay, if you click on convert to dimension, it will move on to the top. Okay, and we'll show in the list. Any field from the dimension to measure, you can convert at any point of time. Okay, you can convert that any field into that measure, or any measure can be converted into the dimension field. But thing is that you need to be remember first name is there. Can we convert into measure? No, because it's a string. Okay, because it's a string. You want to count the number of first names. Number of first names you can convert into the measure only. Okay, not continuous field. You can convert it. What happens? Count of customer names. We can just count it. See that count distinct customer names you can get it. Count distinct suppose if we convert it, what it will do is you cannot do the aggregation like sum average, you cannot do that, but count you can do it. Count of first names. Okay, different types of count of first names you can get it. Okay, so same we can go for convert to the discrete and make it as convert to the dimension. We can get it back to that version. So the discrete to continuous or measure to dimension at any point of time you can do that, but there should be a meaningful thing. There should be a meaningful thing. Okay, so if you have suppose phone number is there. Generally phone number means what? It's a number. It's a number. But why it was falling in the dimension part? Why it was falling in the dimension part? Tell me that. Because phone number is number, but you cannot do any aggregation on phone number. Can we do sum of the phone numbers? No. Can we do average of the phone number? No. We cannot do that. That's why we can treat that phone number as a distinct value, discrete value. Okay. One person can have only one phone number. That's why phone number is falling in the. Suppose data type is ABC, it's showing. That's why it's falling here. Let's change the data type. Change the data type to number. Okay, change the data type to number. It will show the number only. Okay, but still it will be fall under the discrete values part because you cannot do any operation, aggregation operation, sum or average in this phone number. That's why that elements we can call it as a discrete elements. Okay, discrete elements. So what is a dimension filter? Tell me, any one of you, what is a dimension filter?
The dimension filters are applied through the uh, top and bottom calculations, top and bottom conditions, formulas.
Just 5 minutes before I give an example that what is the dimension filter and what is a measure filter.
Yeah, dimension filters can move into the filter shelf.
Dragging that
Yeah,
dimension element into filter shelf
filter
and
shelf
filtering the data, that's we can call it as a dimension filter.
dimension filter.
Dragging the dimension field or discrete field into filter shelf, dragging the
Aggregate. Yeah,
dragging the dimension element or discrete element into filter shelf and filtering the data is called as a dimension filter. Dimension and dimension or discrete element we can call it as dimension filter. Measure filter means dragging the measure into the filter shelf,
Into the
dragging
filter
the
shell,
measure into
we
the
call
filter
it as
shelf and filtering the data in the
we call it
visualization is
as
called as measure filter. I need the simple definition. Okay, measure filter. Dragging the measure elements into the filter shelf and filtering the data is called as measure filter. Okay, so let me go for see some more data here. So all right. So let me drag few fields from this table. Gender, I want it, and I want phone number, and first name I want to display that, and last name I want to get display that. Okay, and their yearly income as well. Now go for here, click on the text table. Okay. So what else? What filters can we apply? What are the options we have it? If I want to go for drag that, uh, marital status into filter shelf. Okay. So what are the top four options we have it? Tell me that filter. What are the options we have in the filter? General, wildcard, condition, top. This is also you need to be remember it. What are the four options we have in the filter? In the dimension filter, we have the four options mainly: general, wildcard, condition, top. Okay. So general options, you can go for select that. What are the elements you want to get display that? I want to show only married. You can select the married. You want to show only single, select the single. Okay. You can check uncheck. None means uncheck will be happen for all. All means you can select all the elements. You selected all the elements can be selected. None means you can remove all from the selection. Okay. That is a select from the list. What are the element you want to select it? You can go for selected. Okay. And what is the next option we have it? Wild card. In the wild card, you can just show that the particular name starts with, ends with, exactly match, and contains. Four options we have it: contains, start with, ends with, exactly match. Okay, what is mean by contains? Let's see that one by one. Contains means the last name contains M. The last name contains M means anywhere in the last name the M is there, then get displayed. Okay, there is no position, we are saying that anywhere in the text, anywhere in the last name M is there, then get displayed. That is called the contains. Okay, that is called the contains. Let me drag it last name. Last name you can drag it, filter shelf, wildcard, contains M. So anywhere in the last name M is appearing, then bring the data into visualization. See, for this all last name there is a M. Here we have in the middle, here last, the starting letter is M, starting letter is M in the middle. So somewhere in the last name there is a M, then get displayed. Okay, this is called a contains. The text, first name or last name, whatever field you want to filter it, select that. Contains mean the element is there, then get displayed. Clear this? Contains it contains M. The last name contains A. The last name contains A means bring that. Where is there is in the A means the name last name contains A, then bring it. Okay, that is called a contains. That is called contains. And start with, we already seen start with yes, right? And ends with, is there any name ends with R? Is there any name ends with R? Last name ends with R, get displayed. Get displayed. The names are ends with R only, we can see in the list. The names are ends with R only, we can get display here. Clear this? Only R we have it, ends with R. Last name ends with R. So exactly match. There is option called as exactly match. Exactly means you need to exactly type that COOPER copper. So what I will do is edit this and wildcard. We have the last one is exactly match. So what is the exact name is there in the last name? Same thing you need to give it. Okay, same thing you need to give it. Then only it will be match. COOPER copper. Apply. Okay. So the last name is copper is there. Those are all customers we are getting displayed. Those are all the customers we are getting displayed. Got it? So this is the way we can go for use it. Wildcard match. Matching values is in the wildcard. So you can tell me that here vice versa. What we are doing, the last name exactly match with the copper. So reverses, I am doing that reversing. Other than copper, Other than copper, all the elements I want to show in this visualization. We are showing now only copper. Last name is copper, right? I want to get all the other names other than this copper. How can we get it? Other than this copper, I want to get all into this visualization. So generally what we are doing, exactly match, show me only copper. What are the value I'm giving? Only exactly match value you can show me. So same thing here, exclude option is there. If you check this copper will be excluded. All other names can get displayed. Okay. So when I check this, can you show that does not match with copper? Does not match with copper. All the elements get displayed. Does not match with copper. Apply. Okay. See that last name anywhere you cannot find the copper. Other than copper, all the last names we can get displayed. Okay. That's a logic, simple logic, which is not matching with, not start with, does not start with, does not contains with, does not start with, does not ends with. Okay. Does not match. Okay. Other than copper, we can get all the last names. All the last names we can get it. So general and wildcard is clear. Any questions? The filter, when you drag the particular first name filter or last name filter into filter shelf, we can get the four options: general, wildcard, condition, top. Okay. General, wildcard, and condition. We have an option called as condition. So what is the condition and what is the top options? We can see it tomorrow. Okay. So what I will give is, I'm giving a task. What are the SQL queries are there? Same queries you need to be executed in Tableau, and tomorrow you need to show it to me. I will ask you to share it and need to be show it to me. These are all the 17 queries, 50, 16, 17 queries. Okay, and practice it. You need to show me, right? And I will share you few more queries today. Need to be practice them. So 11 to 16. Anyone practice this queries?
Yes, sir. I have finished.
Okay. Any other?
Yes, sir, I am
Otherwise,
also, sir.
okay, very good. So I will give a few more questions today. You need to be uh, write the queries for them as well. All right. Tomorrow we can go for see that more details about the filters and all the different types of filters. So anyone tell me what are the different types of filters we have in Tableau?
Extract filter, data source level filter, context filter, dimension filter, user filter.
Where is the measure filter? Just we discussed it.
Measure filter also.
Okay,
Uh,
these are the filter types. All right. Yeah, thank you. So it's like you send, you can spend 15 minutes, next 15 minutes, just give your introduction. Last session, how we can self introduction. So what is the total number of years experience you have it, and how you are going to be give introduction in your interview. So I will be there. Just try to go for introduce yourself and